Sorry, I didn't see you there. Hello everyone, I am Reese Dow and I'll be showing you 2 steps to lacrosse. The first one that I'm going to show you is cradling. So the first thing that you need to do for cradling is have your hand placement correct on the shaft of the stick. So what you need to do is you're going to need to have one hand on the top by the head, and you're going to have that up here, and your left hand, which is your right hand, is your dominant hand. So that should be on whichever one is your dominant hand. You need to have that on the top of the stick, and your other hand needs to be on the bottom. So in cradling, you're just going to go up, and you're going to go back down, and there's usually like 3 different ways I cradle. I just go up and down. You can go forward, like right like this before you're about to dodge or something. And then the other way is you can hold it like right here, down by your side. So if you're running down the field and like someone else is like right near you, you can go like this, and then you can have your hand out. So those are the steps for cradling. And the next thing is passing. And so passing, cradling is also involved for it. So right before you pass, you usually just take like one big cradle, and so every time someone's passed, you just take one big cradle, you aim your target, and so when you're about to pass, you have your feet lined up at the target, you have the end of the stick lined up at the person you're throwing to, and so when you're doing that, you want to follow through. When I see people for the first time starting for lacrosse, they usually just go like this, and they kind of just like push it. You have to like follow through, so you gotta follow through when you're throwing. So yeah, what I said, you gotta aim at the target, and you gotta throw, and then follow through. You don't just want to push it, because if you push it and you do that, it'll just go straight down at the ground, and it will not get to your target. So if you want to just like pass with somebody or do a drill or something, you can get like a big wall, or you can do like on the backboard like I'm using. So you can just go like this, and you can just hit it up against the backboard, you catch it, and you pass, and then when you catch, all my coaches say soft hands. So when it's like coming back at you, you want to have soft hands and let it just like drop in. So when you do that, you just gotta have it like soft hands and drop it back in. The last thing is it's called quick stick. It is one of the things where you're on the crease, and it's mainly just like a kind of like lob when you're like close to the goal. So if you're up like close to the goal around the crease and someone feeds you from up top, you're just kind of just going to lob it in. The hand placement for this is kind of 3/4 of the way up to the stick, and then your other hand is 1/4 of the way down. So like I said, dominant hand goes on top like always, and your other hand goes on the bottom. So if you're left-handed, your left hand will be on the top if you're just regularly passing or cradling, and then your other hand will be on the bottom. So for quick stick, you're going to have your hand 3/4 the way up, other hand like 1/4 the way down. So you're going to have it like right here, and if someone like feeds you real quick, you're just going to go like that. When you are quick stick and they like feed it in real quick, you catch it and you just kind of just go. There's no cradle really involved, so it's just like back and forth. There's no cradle at all for it. So another thing, if you want to like get someone, you can just get someone and pass them, line up your feet and everything. You gotta do everything. So like I said, for cradling, the first thing is dominant hand on top, other hand on the bottom, cradle up and down. You go up and down. Other one is forward right before you're about to dodge. The last one is cradling when you're running up and down the field. If someone's trying to catch up to you or anything, you can guard your stick by cradling it more down by your hip and just go back and forth like this. Passing, like I said, you want to have your dominant hand more like down here to like kind of like halfway down the stick, so when you're throwing you can like get more power and you can like follow through when you're aiming at the target. Butt end aimed at the target, feet aimed at the target, and then when you pass you gotta follow through all the way. Can't just push it really or that'll go straight down. And the last thing, it was the quick stick. Dominant hand 3/4 the way. Last bottom hand is kind of like 1/4 the way down, and you just kind of just lob it. Like I said, when someone feeds you, you kind of just like feed it in, and then you don't even cradle at all. It's just like I said, it's a quick stick, and they lob it in, and it's not even a cradle. You just go, you catch it, and then you go real quick. It's not, you don't have time. That's why you're like, when you're on the crease, you don't have any time to really react or give a cradle or anything. So you kind of just gotta catch it and just lob it in. So those were 3 main steps for cradling, which was the first thing was back and forth, forward, down, and then passing. You just go and you got your, it's kind of like shooting, you got your hand like halfway down, and the last one was quick stick. So that is, I'll just show you another example real quick. One is right hand, follow through on that, another one is left hand, do that, and then right hand, quick stick, left hand, quick stick. And those are the main steps for lacrosse. Thank you.